So this is the Marshall 30th anniversary amplifier, 100 watt. I've had it since about 93. I bought it new, and it's been with me just about every gig I can imagine, from a little club to playing you know, big festivals, you know, 3,000 people or so. If we just look at the front for a moment, you've got the clean section, crunch section and a lead section. It's got 3 channels, 1, 2, 3, and I'm playing a Telecaster today with single coils, so it might get a bit noisy. I'll come back to these. You've got a main volume control. You've got a switch here which at low volumes you can, if you take that out, it lowers the volume. I don't know how many dB it lowers it by, but it just takes the oomph out of it. You've got a presence control, which I just normally have half, and you've got the effects which control the effects send and return here. You've got a very easy store mechanism, so you can save all your settings for each channel and then allocate 1, 2 and 3 and the settings that the amp has got. On the clean section here, I mean, there's so much to it, guys. I mean, I don't think I've even explored most of what you can do with this thing. You've got low and high compensation, so again, works a little bit like the button over there, where, you know, if you have different matched guitars, you can compensate here just by, so the telly, I'd probably have the low out, giving it a little bit more oomph. If you got it in, you've got your volume, you've got a bright button, you've got a mid shift button which changes the range of the mid thing, bass, middle, treble. On the crunch 2, now this sort of, you can crank this up a bit. Don't want to blow the microphone, but lovely clean sounds. Then you've got the crunch channel. 3 modes within the crunch channel, A, B and C. So if you take all of these out, you're in A. And let's just go to that channel now. Let's just level everything off, which is what I should have done in the first place. So you can just feel it crunching a little bit. Go to B mode. And if you hit that one, you get C mode. As you can hear, there's plenty of drive on there. Right, crunch, go to lead now. Now, again, bass, middle, treble, let's just level these off. You've got a contour which changes the mid frequencies again, I would say. And a gain boost. So as if the gain on offer is not enough, you can press that. See, that middle really helps. Sorry guys, it's very noisy. I don't think the single coil is helping. So that's the front panel. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to turn it off now, and I'm going to turn it round for you. Unfortunately, you won't be able to hear anything, but let's just turn this round. Put that round there and that round there. Whoopsie daisy, didn't want to do that. And this is the back. So, from left to right, you've got a balanced compensated output with a level control here, which is great. Oh, sorry, I forgot the Midi. It's got Midi on it as well. Can you believe it's got Midi? This is from 1992, this amp. It's got Midi. So you can control your channels with that. So I used to have an ME5, if anybody remembers that, and I would control all my sounds and everything using Midi. Then you've got your balanced output with level. Then you've got a line in and line out, uncompensated link, and you can mute the power amp there if you want to as well. Then you've got your effects send and return. You can actually probably use this as a send and return, but I always use the proper send and return here. It's got loop level, you can have series or parallel, and for channel 1 and 2 you can adjust the effects trim. And don't forget, on the front of the amp you've got the effects amount as well on there, so very, very interesting. You've got a damping select switch, which I've always had set at auto. This sort of stops the fluffiness in the speaker coming out depending on your sound, but I'll always leave that on auto. Power, low power, high power. You drop it to low power, you get 50 watts. Then you've got your fuses, then you've got your output for your speaker. Then you've got your impedance, which I'm running an 8 ohm 1936 2x12 Marshall cabinet here. Then you've got pentode and triode. So the song and all the sounds that you've heard so far, it's been on half power plus on triode. So that brings it down to a 25 watt. And I'm telling you, you're not really getting an idea of the sound of the distortion here, but the distortion, when you knock it down to this amount and then you get the actual power tube distortion, is absolutely incredible. Maybe I'll try and cut a few episodes of it in after this so you can hear it. But this is my trusted amplifier. Like I said, it's been through the wars, been with me for a long time, been serviced at Marshall quite regularly when I was in the UK, but it's just been serviced by Christian Kronborg in Esbjerg. Thank you, Christian. Not a cheap service, but always top quality. So that's it really, guys. I hope you liked having a look at my amplifier, and if you ever find these, I guarantee that you will love one if you can get your hands on one. So I'd probably suggest you go and buy one. Okay, so take care, guys. See you in the next video. you.